И всех приветствую на своем канале. Сегодня мы продолжаем проходить Hogwarts Legacy. В прошлой серии, в самом начале, я очень сильно оплошал с именем нашего героя, потому что не дописал буквально одну буковку. Ладно, это не проблема. Не понял. Ага. А как здесь? Вот так. Привет. А где твое имя? На табличке ничего не написано, странно. Блин, ну круто. Доброе утро. Замок первого уровня. Ага. А почему не могу? Я даже первого уровня. Ладно. Вы это обо мне? Что тут еще есть? Тут что-то зажечь можно? А как зажечь? Не, у меня зажигательного ничего нет. Блин, ну конечно масштабы, да. При том, что это только какой-то холл. Откуда он знает, кому надо представиться? Блин, все движется. Суета какая-то. Ресида.
It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Oh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I
Пару
did
заклинаний
study
я
with
от
him
него,
a
конечно,
little
взял.
before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Ой, фигня произошла.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so.
Камера
If
как-то
I
низко.
can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Понятно.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Что он там делал?
She gets bolder every year. Professor could arrive any moment.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Я сомневаюсь, конечно, что это на что-то повлияет.
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat. Not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon, of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
Понятно.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Прям вот подтолкнуть, что ли. Господи, хоть бы шею не свернул.
You'll like it, trust me.
Еще.
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself.
Что он пьет?
Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insight.
Подбухивает с утра уже.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Да? Хорошо, сейчас приду. Что хочу добавить в первой серии. Может, я не настолько эмоциональный, не настолько показываю радость и удивление, но на самом деле игра, ну, просто это лучшая игра, я считаю. Лучше, я думаю, в 23-м точно не будет, но игра просто отличная. Здесь прям так ходит, да?
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams.
Я думал свою
They will
сову.
determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised
Полетел.
something extraordinary to
Полетел.
ensure your success. Here you are.
Что эти? Ваша какая-то... Бабуль, ты что натворила? Что это?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Я тоже так могу. Хорошо.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Идемте.
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Блин, если бы мне не указали на мое имя в игре.
Would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also.
Да, я понял, оно у вас самое лучшее, самое классное. Вы сами его что ли писали? Теперь как-то некомфортно наблюдать за этим именем. Душная женщина. Что происходит у вас?
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
На этом портрете изображен волшебник Баруфио. Вроде правильно произнес. Чё за бред? Не понял. Почему это было? Какие задания? Что мне тоже надо, чтобы меня бык раздавил? Ага, это понятно. Так, понятно. Опыт. Блин, как-то анимировано странно. Непонятно, что это. Угу. А это не слишком ли жестко? Я должен теперь к картинам всяким подходить и...
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Не понял. Это типа такое задание, что ли, подойти к картине и... Такое себе задание, честно говоря. Здрасте, монетки. Ладно, надо еще будет с этим разобраться насчет картин.
Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Это точки быстрого перемещения, хорошо. Угу. Хорошо, выбрал. Ну, я его еще не открыл, это я понял. Так я ж ничего еще не зажег. Хорошо. Чё намудрили? Ладно, то еще с быстрыми перемещениями нормально, но с этими картинами я что-то не понял.
Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
На кого-то что-то кто-то изобрел. Я просто не понял, при чем тут картина, это история из моих заданий какие-то.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn.
Надеюсь.
Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
we did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details.
Вот я и думал, вот этот ответ, он такой двузначный, я думаю...
The devil, Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat.
Да, давайте урок, правда, ну, надоело.
Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember
Спасибо.
to use your field guide. It will be
Очень
invaluable to
пригодилось.
you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Душная женщина.
It's a good thing the owlery is away from the rest of the school. Quite the aroma in there.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Я не хотел.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked
Да я не
upon
дурак,
will
я
lead.
все понимаю, я все
It
понимаю.
may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges
Так
you to
давайте
be
начнем.
well-trained.
Давайте начнем рисовать.
Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Хорошо. И задание. Ну, это я понимаю, это значок задания. Понятно. Хорошо. А какое мне выбрать? Что самое интересное? Левиосо. Акция. Давайте сюда. Я надеюсь... А можно и то, я как бы хотел 2 занятия посетить. Не забуду, не забуду ни в коем случае. Яички, надеюсь, поменяю.
I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Хорошо. Я надеюсь, я смогу и то как бы заклинание выучить. Подожди, сейчас. Подожди, где-то... А где я видел только что... Сундучок. Не понял. Ладно, потом разберемся. А пока пойдем чаровать. О, страничка. А, ее нельзя поймать. Ладно. Не сюда? Не понял. А, понял. Откуда туман резко взялся? Блин, ну конечно, да. Пать, он огромен. А когда я смогу? Я вроде покупал какой-то делюкс или какой-то там Ultimate издание. Там гипогриф был, какие-то еще плюшки. Где они? Где мой гипогриф? Горгулии какие-то. Знакомый мотивчик. И сюда? Угу. А ну, дай зарублюсь.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Хорошо. В первой серии ужас, как я затупил с реализацией вот этого изучения. И все. А где годы сидения, вот это Левиоса?
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Давай. Здрасте. Окей. Я ж только пришел. На какую кнопку там Левиоса? Где она у меня? Ну.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Хорошо, где он?
Remember, a surprised opponent. Good. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego.
А как защищаться?
This should be easy.
Levioso, Protego. I know.
Stupefying.
Class, I hope you were paying attention. That is how you
Я его сейчас так накажу. Я его просто в клочки разорвал, лоха. Довольный стоит.
And you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand
Спасибо.
excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindelows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Хорошо. Спасибо.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Все? Ну ты ну не обижайся.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way.
Это я.
Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Расскажи. Расскажи.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Хорошо, спасибо.
Till next time.
А где мой сундук? Почему нет наверху? А еще можно? Еще одно задание. Пошлите еще что-нибудь выучу. Куда нам? Подожди. Огонь внизу или вверху? Стрелочки такие маленькие наверх. А ты что такое? Понял. Добрый день. У тебя лицо мужское. А где перемещение? Блин, тут запутаюсь. Ага, теперь огонь где-то внизу. Понятно. Ага. Как это? Ага. Еще выше. Понял. Что у нас сегодня?
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello.
Перепутал. Просто одну букву не дописал.
You are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronen yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Акция. Манящие чары. Как-то странно.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it.
Да мне об этом все говорят, я уже это слышал.
Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day.
А это плохо. Это весь урок, а на других посмотреть, как они опозорятся.
Outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Такое чувство, что все на уроке собрались, чтобы просто посмотреть, как я колдую. А защищаться от них там каким образом? Ладно. Сейчас у нас в лес выведет и... Шутки за 300. Игра? Давайте, поиграем. Слушай, профессор, а может лучше меня такому научить, серьезно? Я буду строителем работать. Дома хреначить. И что надо сделать? Ты расскажи вначале. А что сделать надо? Профессор. Да куда надо?
Think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Akio, show us how it's done. Splendid! Stay focused.
Не понял.
Excellent.
Так я ж нажимаю. Там было написано, нажмите еще раз. Я нажимаю. Что за...
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge?
А как?
Come on up.
Там было написано, нажмите, чтобы начать притягивать, а потом еще раз.
Just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Я не понимаю вот этого. А можно мне отметить? Эй. А, мы по очереди. Я просто не понимаю, а что надо еще раз нажать? Там имелось в виду не еще раз нажать, а вот эту кнопочку просто отпустить. Ты что, тренировалась? Ходи, шарик. Я знаю. Давай на 30-очку и все. Ну не надо на полтинник. А если бы ты меня научил заранее, блин, написали, нажмите еще раз, чтобы отменить, а не надо ничего нажимать, надо просто отпустить кнопку. Странно.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
И что ж ты сделал?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
What's this?
Быстрее. Стоп, 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 стоп.
Not to worry.
There we go.
А, они физические, да? То есть они друг друга не пролетают.
Let us see this.
Профессор, отойдите. Сейчас он вот едет. Перебор. Сука. Дайте еще раз, я ее вынесу. Не, ну там я один раунд выиграл, она один раунд. Все по-честному. Я считаю.
Both of you. Well done.
Дайте еще один раунд, и я ее вынесу. Не дадут. Плохо. Жаль.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in
Как
all
снять
at
ему
once.
очки?
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were
Господин,
halfway
выбирать
around the
палочку.
world at a new school in a new country.
Пустите меня быстрее в магазик. Извини, давай не сегодня, я с тобой потом пообщаюсь. Палочка. Палочка превыше всего.
And you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Хорошо, давай до встречи. Так, что у вас, профессор?
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well,
Вполне.
an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Так я не проиграл, там 1-1 было. Вы что, смеетесь?
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Не расстраивайтесь из-за поражения. Какого поражения? 1-1. В одном соревновании я победил, в одном она. А где задание? Сундук. Может там задание поехать, палочку выбрать.
The Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Писик.
Fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boo, and he says it's a flat.
Peeves, enough.
Эй.
You'll get us all to
А, я могу только с карты перемещаться, понял. Я думал, возле огней тоже могу. Хорошо. А кого? Мне же обещали другие задания, подожди. Блин, пообещали одно. За палочкой сгонять. Да, и вам здрасте. А как приблизить? Здесь что, огней нет, перемещения? Я понять не могу. Ладно. Сбегаем так. Я думал, за палочку успею в этой серии сходить. Похоже, не успею. Куда мне дальше? Хрени тут бегать. Перестань бежать. Всех готов перелажу. Трехцветный. Прикольно. На удачу. Мяу, согласен. Так, куда нам? Я так хотел за палочкой. Ну что за не смешно ж.
What about the room,
Я думал, это Добби.
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier.
Бабулька, мне нужно первое задание.
Supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand.
Сегодня серия на час будет даже.
With a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Быстрее за палочкой, заканчивать. Ага. Хочу палочку. Хотя, наверное, давайте в следующей серии, потому что время, а я думаю, это не так уж и быстро. Так, вот тут. Вот тут вид. Хорошо, хорошо. Не хакай. Ну, друзья, на этом мы сегодня закончим. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, оставляйте комментарии. До встречи в следующих видео и всем пока.